you guys, this is Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am here to chat with you guys about the law of attraction, or the secret. I know I've made one or two videos about this before, but this subject means so much to me, so I wanted to give you guys some more of my thoughts, a little update on how it's been working in my life, and how you can use the tools that I'm about to talk about to manifest whatever you want in your own life as well. So most of you watching probably are familiar with the law of attraction, and if not, you can do a quick Google search or check out some of my past videos on the subject where I talk about it. But a quick overview of what it is basically you're using your own mind, your own power to attract the things into your life that you want. So basically having gratitude for what you already have and using your mind to manifest things in your life, or people, or feelings, situations. You can basically use it for anything. Our minds are so powerful, and you can use your own vibration, your own energy to manifest whatever you want. I recently remembered something kind of funny about my childhood. When I was around 11 or 12, I used to be a really intense daydreamer, and even before I would fall asleep, I would imagine these scenarios in my head of what I would like to happen in my life, what I desired, what I wished for. I still daydream and I still make up little scenarios in my head, but when I was younger, it was all the time. Even when I was in school, I would be that kid just staring out the window, daydreaming, and just thinking about life, thinking about what I wanted, all of that good stuff. And I remember noticing that the more I thought about a certain scenario or a certain situation that I wished would manifest into my life, the more that it would start to happen. I mostly would daydream about boys. Just being real. I would think about situations that I'd like to be in with my crushes or people that I was interested in, and I noticed around when I was 12 that that particular person that I was constantly daydreaming about, constantly putting my thoughts and energy into, started to like me back. And this isn't to say that you can, magically put a spell on someone with your thoughts, but I manifested that person into my life. And at first I thought that I was jinxing myself, but in the opposite way, or that I was magical. I thought I was some sort of magic being who could think things into existence. And I remember vividly starting to think about other things that I wanted in my life, whether it was happiness, whether it was money, whether it was just a person, like I said. And the more that I started to use my mind and my thoughts and my energy, the more that these things would start to appear in my life. And sometimes it wouldn't be an exact scenario that I was picturing in my head. Sometimes it would pan out differently in my life. And I started to understand the law of attraction at a very young age. I didn't know what it was called. I didn't know that it was an actual thing. I had no idea. I just thought that I was magic. Which, technically, we all are magic. We can use magic, energy, vibrations, prayer, whatever you want to call it, to manifest and attract things into our life. So like attracts like. If you are holding a certain vibration in your consciousness, a certain scenario, a certain situation, you can actually bring it to life. You can bring it into your reality. And that's such a strong and powerful concept to master. And I'm pretty lucky that I figured it out kind of at an early age, and I started using it for all sorts of things. When I was around 16 years old, me and a friend stumbled upon the documentary called The Secret, which you can find on Netflix or YouTube, all over the internet, and it changed my life. I talked about it a bit in my other video about the law of attraction, but it really just changed my whole perspective. It kind of clicked in my head like, oh, that's what I've been doing. I already knew about this, I just didn't know the terms or the name, the proper way of doing it. And with that new understanding of what it was that I was doing, I was able to harness my power even more. I really used it to manifest people into my life, situations, events that I wanted to go to. I love going to music festivals, so I really manifested going to music festivals, and now I am blessed enough to go to a couple of them per year, just because I love music, I love being around like-minded people, and even though a lot of those people are on drugs, I see music festivals as a completely different thing than just going and getting fucked up. I see it as just a place to have good energy, to see music that I love, and just dance the night away. Dancing is really cleansing for me, so I really use the law of attraction to attract those events into my life. I also used it for my love life. Obviously, that's what it started as, and I also used it for money. I started noticing that I was coming upon situations and opportunities to make more money, to become more abundant and financially stable, and as I've grown older, I'm 20 years old right now, I'm about to turn 21, and I have been so blessed to have so many opportunities to become financially abundant. And I truly believe that the law of attraction has helped me in achieving that goal. And another huge thing that I used the law of attraction for is social media as well. I really craved a large following on social media. I felt like I had a lot of thoughts that I wanted to share. I really wanted to connect with other like-minded people, and so that's how I really manifested and created SpiritualThoughts, which is my Instagram. That's where I started, was on Instagram, and I just was posting things about my life, things about what I was thinking, all of my existential thoughts and crises that I was having as a younger woman, and yeah, it really, really opened my eyes to a new way of living life, a new way of getting the things that you desire and the things that you deserve. Because we all deserve to have financial abundance, we all deserve love, we all deserve to have fun experiences, we all deserve to have the things that we want. Sometimes we can feel shameful for our desires, our desire for money, for physical possessions, for love, for people. And I learned at a pretty young age that feeling shame and feeling guilt over wanting those things will actually stop the manifestation process, and it will block off the things that you want. So if you're feeling guilty about wanting money, you'll stop receiving money. If you feel guilty about wanting followers online, you'll stop getting them. If you feel guilty for wanting that new dress or that new piece of jewelry or even some new crystals or whatever it is that you want, you'll stop receiving it. So the key to the law of attraction is to only have positive thoughts, positive thinking patterns about what you want. If you go and watch The Secret, the Law of Attraction documentary, it actually goes through step by step how to manifest what you want. So firstly, you have to know what you want. You can't be wishy-washy about, oh, how much money do I want? Oh, just around this amount. No, you have to know the exact amount of money that you want to make. You have to know what type of person you want in your life. You have to know what possession that you want. Maybe it's a car, maybe it's a house, maybe it's just the feeling of happiness. But first, you have to decide and affirm to yourself that that is what you want. Get rid of all of the shame, get rid of the guilt. You deserve it. You deserve to have what you want. And that feeling, that attitude of just knowing for sure will start to get the ball rolling on manifesting it and bringing it to life. Also in the documentary, it talks about sitting down every day and imagining what it would feel like once you do receive whatever it is that you want. So just for an example, say that you want a new house. You want to buy a house. You want a place for your family to live, to be safe, to be stable, to have a home. So if you were to sit down every single day and really immerse yourself in the feeling of having a home, imagine what it's like. Imagine that you already have it, because you do. You are already going to receive what you want. If you allow those good emotions to fill up your consciousness, if you just picture yourself in that house with your family, with your loved ones, the more likely that it is that you will attract that into your life. So for me, when I was younger and I first started using this, before I even knew the name of it, I would really imagine myself with somebody that I love, somebody that I had a crush on, somebody that I just liked even, and I would imagine what it would feel like to have them hug me or to have them kiss me, to know that they loved me back, to know that they wanted me the same way that I wanted them. And as a 12 or 13-year-old, you're just starting to figure out what it is that you like, what kind of people you like, your sexual orientation, and you're really starting to figure out what it means to like someone, to have those butterflies, that feeling of connection with another human that's deeper than just friendship. I used to go to bed every night, and before I would fall asleep, I would just imagine myself in these scenarios where, I was on a date with the person that I liked, or they were telling me nice things, and I would really feel the emotions. It would be so strong, it was like it was happening in real life. That's how strong that my mental picture of that situation or that person was. And the more that I held that in my consciousness, the more that it started to come true. Even if it didn't happen the exact way that I pictured, I still got that feeling in real life. So that's another huge part of it. Really believe that you already have it, that it's going to happen. Feel those emotions, because like attracts like. And if you're already feeling those emotions and you have gratitude for feeling those emotions, you'll get more of it. So another little thing I'd like to talk about in this video is my mother. So 2 years ago, give or take, I showed her the secret because she was in a really dark place in her life. She was really depressed, anxious all the time, constantly thinking that she wasn't good enough, and I could see that. I could feel that energy coming off of her every day. And so I showed her the secret, I showed her the documentary, and instantly she fell in love with it. I feel like she almost knew in her heart that it was true and real, and maybe she even had experiences like that before, like me, where she was using it, utilizing it, but just didn't know the name and didn't know how to fully harness that energy, that power of herself. So once I showed it to her, she rewatched it a few times. She would look up little clips on YouTube about it, and slowly but surely she manifested an amazing man into her life who treats her like a queen. She manifested more money. She has more happiness, and I feel like a lot of it was just her realizing that she deserved those feelings of love, of happiness, of joy. Oh goodness. I live in an apartment complex, and they just started up the leaf blower. So if you hear a weird noise in the background, that's what it is. I'm not gonna stop filming. I've done that before, and it's just really annoying to wait for them, so deal with it. Oh wow, they're right there. Hello, friends. Anyways, I showed it to my mom. She used it, and she is like a living testimony of the law of attraction and how it really does work. I know you watch these videos, Mom. I love you. But yeah, it was just such an amazing thing to see her harness her own power, her own vibration, and really use it to manifest what she wanted into her life. I also want to mention that just because you use the law of attraction, that doesn't mean that life will be easy. It doesn't work like that. You will still have challenges. You won't necessarily manifest every little thing that you want, and sometimes life just doesn't pan out the way that you think it will. Our wants and needs are always changing. We are always evolving as people, and yeah, just challenges will always surface in our lives. We're always going to have to work through trauma, through bad situations, bad people. But once you see that you have this power, this energy to attract and manifest everything that you've ever wanted, you'll have the tools to work through these challenges, and you'll start to realize that your power outweighs the bad. So even though things don't work out how you want them to, even though there's still going to be difficult times, difficult people to deal with, in the long run, your life is still under your control. And the good will outweigh the bad. Your vibration really does attract what you want. And sometimes we're just in a bad mood. Sometimes we're thinking negative thoughts. And that's just part of being human. Nobody's perfect. Just because I'm on here talking about this doesn't mean that I don't have any problems. Believe me, I have a lot of challenges I've had to work through, and a lot of things I'm working through even to this day. And I realize that I will face many obstacles in my life, but I'm okay with that. I know that I have the power to work through them. I know that I will overcome all of the hardships because I know my power. I know that I'm in control of my life, and you are too. So now that the leaf blowers are getting right next to my window, I'm gonna try and wrap this up. I just wanted to let you know that the law of attraction is real. I wanted to give you some thoughts on it, and I hope that you enjoyed this little chat. Always remember that you are worthy to have whatever it is that you desire. As long as it's not hurting other people, you can have anything that you want. There's no guilt, there's no shame. You deserve a perfect life. You deserve to work through your challenges and to overcome your obstacles, and you deserve to have everything that your heart desires. I'm sending you all of my love, and I will see you in my next video.